hopefully this works. So I made a presentation, but you have to pay to record on it or have your face next to it. So I'm going to share my screen on Zoom, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see my face. I'm sorry. It's the best I could do. All right, so this is my project on Monarch Butterfly Curriculum, a project-based learning approach. Oh, why is it not? There. Okay. A little background information on myself. I work at a private school that's in upstate New York. I've been there for almost 6 years now. I've been in preschool, pre-K 3 classroom, pre-K 4 classroom, kindergarten classroom. I've been a lower school science teacher. And now I'm back in preschool as a co-teacher in a 3 and 4-year-old room, which is a play-based classroom. The philosophy of the school is we create curriculum that is based on student interest, which is project-based learning, which we will talk more about soon. And we also, which is very connected to emergent curriculum, whatever topics emerge in the classroom, that's what we create the curriculum around. Which gave me the project idea that I created for my capstone project. The students in my classroom were talking about caterpillars and butterflies, so that is the curriculum I created. All right, let's see what's next. What is project-based learning? Project-based learning is student-led, meaning student inquiries and questions about a topic will help guide the learning experiences and the curriculum that the teacher creates. Students build on existing knowledge through these experiences. So whatever they already know, the teacher can start there and build on that. John Dewey was an education philosopher. His ideologies are interwoven into, I'm recording, project-based learning. He believes students should plan and implement their own activities to guide their learning. Sorry, that was my mom. He believes students should plan and implement their own activities to guide their learning experiences. He also believes students should be active participants in their learning because it will help empower and drive them to want to learn more, especially when it's a topic that they're interested in learning about. And I know when I was in school, if I wasn't interested in a topic, I could care less about learning about it. But when I was very interested in a topic, I wanted to learn more about it. Research has shown that teachers are able to link state standards to project-based learning activities, which is great for public schools. And this approach is not just for science content area, but it's for all academic content areas. So math, ELA, social studies, art, it's for it all. Hands-on learning allows students to be engaged in their learning, it allows students to manipulate and use real-world materials in the classroom. For example, this school year we learned about firefighters. We brought in real firefighter clothes into the classroom for the students to touch, feel, look at, try on, see how heavy they are. In a kindergarten classroom, we had a doctor's unit and we brought in stethoscopes. The students created pretend COVID tests using cotton swabs. They didn't stick them up their nose, don't worry. The teacher is a crucial member in facilitating project-based learning in the classroom because teachers need to be making observations of their students, taking notes, making reflections throughout the curriculum. Because through these observations, you're going to see what the students are interested in and which direction the curriculum will then go in. All right. Next, we're going to talk about the benefits of project-based learning. Research shows that students that are in classrooms that utilize project-based learning perform better across all academic areas. help students develop their critical thinking skills since project-based learning fosters inquiries and curiosity. Students learn how to be autonomous through research or the manipulation of materials. Students also learn to work together, practice their listening skills, asking questions, and communicating with each other, with their peers in their classroom. This also connects to SEL or social emotional learning. Project-based learning helps students develop these essential social skills that they will need throughout their whole life. Research has found that families love to be a part of their child's education. Families can be involved by providing their own expertise on a project or on a topic, um, sharing activities with the class if they find something that they would like to bring into the class to do with the kids, or they can even bring learning into the home environment based on what they're learning about. This curriculum also allows the teacher and students to utilize technology, since this is a very research-based curriculum. And the teacher can share videos, pictures, websites with the students. Challenges. I don't know why that's not showing because I did have challenges there. I can show you at the end. I don't know why it's not there. Um, but as you can see, there's not many challenges of project-based learning. The length of the project, it can be a problem. If a project unit is too long, students can start to lose interest in that topic. And on the flip side, if it's too quick, students can feel rushed, or it could be too much curriculum at one time. Research also showed that teachers had a hard time connecting learning goals for their students to the projects at the end of the unit. And not many teachers have the prior knowledge or experience with this curriculum, and many teachers found that they would like to have professional development related to project-based learning. Oh, there it is. That's weird. Sorry about that. Which leads me to my capstone outline. So this is a curriculum created around monarch butterflies. It was created using project-based learning. It was created for 3 and 4-year-olds in my preschool classroom. This will be a monarch butterfly study. This is relevant to my students since they have shown a strong interest in caterpillars and butterflies throughout the school year. Project-based learning also connects to my school's philosophy of students guiding their learning. This project is a science-based curriculum unit, but there are connections to math, ELA, and art throughout it as well. And I expect that this project would be 5 to 6 weeks, depending on how long it takes the caterpillars to transform into a butterfly. And yes, we will be bringing in real live monarch caterpillars, which is exciting. Very hands-on. All right, this is my curriculum breakdown. I did create a chart for this project, but it was too much to share in this. So here's a breakdown for the first 5 weeks. Week 1 is a focus on caterpillars in the instar stages. Week 2 is a focus on still caterpillars in the life cycle as they're beginning to get bigger. Maybe by the end of week 2, they'll start to make their J shape. Week 3, caterpillars and butterflies as they start to form chrysalises. Week 4 is a focus on butterflies. I believe that week it was a focus on why they're endangered and why they are endangered and why we should help save them and what we can do. Week 5 is a focus on butterflies and migration, since not in the springtime, but eventually they will migrate south when they are released. And then the daily outline for each day I created has a morning meeting along with discussion. So either questions being asked or a prompt of some sort. A book for each day related to the various topics throughout the weeks. There's activities each day that are either math or art-based or ELA-based. And then there's a weekly assessment at the end of each week. All of the activities and discussions are connected to science, ELA, math, and art standards. I expect to send emails to families weekly about what we've been learning about and get them updates. And I also include or intend to include a resource room where parents can click on different objects in the room that leads them to websites or videos, activities to do with their kids at home. Assessments. This project utilizes more qualitative data than quantitative. Observations are essential to see if students are using vocab in their play or if they have any new questions or if the curriculum needs to go in a different direction than originally thought. There will be weekly assessments, like I said, to make sure students are understanding the different topics. For example, one week there's a cut and glue life cycle activity of a butterfly. Another week there is a caterpillar sort based on information they learned specifically about monarch caterpillars. So it would be a sort on monarch caterpillars versus other caterpillars. And then discussions are another way to checking for vocabulary usage, participating in discussions, if they're still interested, if they're asking questions. And then I decided to include some pictures of some different project-based curriculum that we've done in the preschool classroom, lower school science, and kindergarten. So on the top, those are some materials I intend to use with this Monarch curriculum. So we have some butterflies and a chrysalis and caterpillars for them to use in their play. Right next to it, we have the life cycle of a butterfly puzzle. Right below that, the next row, we have in lower school science, we did a project on different landforms and water forms. And at the end, we created maps and stories and keys using all the different landforms and water forms. Then next to that, this school year, we are doing a full school year long pumpkin study for life cycle where we opened up a pumpkin, put it inside a container, and we got to watch it decompose. And hopefully we will see some sprouts growing soon. Next to that, you see a picture of a bird. We had lots of different feathers that we found one year. So we learned about birds and we had different pictures of birds and what their feathers look like so that they could try to identify the feathers. On the bottom was a project from a space unit where we learned about the different phases of the moon. And then this was a firefighter unit that I discussed in the preschool classroom this year. As you can see, we did some pattern work using the colors of fire. We had a number matching game, so counting various objects related to firefighters that we learned about and matching them to numbers, so counting is involved. We had some artwork. As you can see, we made a fire truck and we took pictures of them and added them to the fire truck. And they had firefighter hats in their play. On the bottom, you can see some fire art using shaving cream and liquid watercolor. And to the right, there was a matching activity that we did during morning meeting using different words that we used about firefighters. And then these are my references. So hopefully you were able to see everything. I don't know if you can see me. Oh, now you can. So that was my final capstone project, and I hope you enjoyed.